Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view on lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter expressions and properties. The lessons we're going to cover today are right variable expressions, word problems, evaluate linear expressions, and evaluate multivariable expressions. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 7 math. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is right variable expressions. Write an expression for the operation described below. So you are given an operation that is described like subtract b from 3. You have to write it down in the mathematical form using the number and the operation, right? Subtract b from 3. So you have to do 3 minus b. Got it? You're subtracting b from 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Write an expression for the operation described below. Multiply 9 by d. Multiply 9 by d, that is 9 times d. That means 9 and d are multiplying. So you have to do 9 times d. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. 7 plus u. So you have to add 7 plus u. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. Divide c by 7. That is c divided by 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. Subtract b from 3. So which is the correct option? That is 3 minus B. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. 5 divided by B. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 5 divided by B. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. Subtract 4 from B. That is B minus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. Divide Q by 3. That is Q divided by 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for the operation described below. Q divided by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is Q divided by 2. Write an expression for the operation described below. Divide 7 by R. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 7 divided by R. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Let's just start with the next lesson, that is write variable expressions word problems. Let's just start with the next lesson. Russell picked 26 pears. May picked P fewer pears than Russell. Choose the expression that shows how many pears Maya picked. He have 26 pears, right? Maya picked P fewer pears than Russell. Choose the expression that shows how many pears May picked. So that is 26 minus P. That means he picked 26 minus P pears. Let's just start with the test questions. Dustin has a small spoons, has S small spoons and 52 big spoons. Choose the expression that shows how many spoons Dustin has. So S small spoon and 52 big spoons. That means the total spoons he have is S plus 52. So he has S plus 52 spoons. Option number 4 is the correct option. Ron has 12 red peppers and G green peppers. Choose the expression that shows how many peppers Ron has. So 12 red peppers, 12 red peppers and G green peppers. So that means he has 12 plus G. Option number 1 is the correct option. Gary planted T fewer trees than Rudy. Rudy planted 50 trees. Choose the expression that shows how many trees Gary planted. That is T plus. No, Gary planted T fewer trees than Rudy. Rudy planted 50. That is 50 minus T. Option number 3 is the correct option. Diana bought a bag of S sour candies. She ate 32 of the candies. Choose the expression that shows how many sour candies Diana has now. That is 32 plus S. Option number 2 is the correct option. Oh, that is S minus 32. That is S minus 32. Jane has 57 peppermints. Kirk has 5 few peppermints than Jane. Choose the expression that shows how many peppermints Kirk has. So, which is the correct option? Jane has 57. Kirk has P fewer peppermints than Jane. So, that is 57 minus P. Option number 1 is the correct option. Mickey has B buttons. She gave away 53 buttons. Choose the expression that shows the number of buttons Mickey has left. That is B minus 53. Option number C is 3 is the correct option. Marlon has 96. Marlon has 96 caramels. Then Marlon's sister took C of the caramels. Choose the expression that shows the number of caramels Marlon has left. So 96 and then C her sister took. So that is 96 minus T. Now C. Now he have 96 minus C caramels. Option number 1 is the correct option. Jaden had C CDs until he won 44 more in a contest. Choose the expression that shows how many CDs Jaden has now. So that means he have C plus 44 CDs. That is C plus 44. Option number 3 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is evaluate linear expressions. Evaluate the linear expression for n equal 3. So n plus 16. N is 3. Replace the n with 3. So 16 plus 3 equals, that is 19. 16 plus 3 equals 19. Let's just start with the test questions. Evaluate the expression for d equals 5. 3d, that means d is multiplying to 3, right? So 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 15. Evaluate the expression for h equals 4. You have to do 3 times h, replace the h with a value. The value of the h is 4. You have to do 3 times 4, that is 12. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for h equals 5. So you have to add 5 to h, so that is 5 plus 8, that makes 13. So option number 2 is the correct option, that is 13. 15 plus q, so you have to add 15 plus, that is 15 plus 5, that makes 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for t equals 5. That is 4 times 5. That is 4 times 5, 28 is option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for t equals 11. That is 15 minus 11, that is 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for x equals 4. 4 plus 4. The correct option is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Five p equals 0, so 5 times 0 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for w equals 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. The correct option is option number 1, 9 it is. Evaluate the expression for n equals 4. So 2 times 4. That is 2 times 4 is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next one is evaluate multivariable expressions. Let's just start with the lesson. So you have more than one variable now. Evaluate the expression for y equals 5 and z equals 3. That is 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. The correct option is 15. Let's just start with the test questions. Evaluate the expression for g equals 4 and h equals 2. G take away h, that is 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for s equals 2 and t equals 4. S plus t. So you have to do 4 plus 2. That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for g equals 5 and h equals 12. That is 12 plus 5 equals 17. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for x equals 3 and y equals 14. That is 14 plus 3. 14 plus 3 equals 17. Option number 1 is the correct option. 17 it is. Evaluate the expression for y equals 5 and z equals 3. That is 3 times 5 is 15. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for u equals 8 and v equals 2. That is 8 times 2, that is 16. Option number 1 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for j equals 1 and k equals 2. That is 2 plus 1, 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for w equals 3 and x equals 3. W minus x. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Option number 1 is the 2 is the correct option. Evaluate the expression for n equals 2 and p equals 2. So you have to do 2 times 2, that is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. The chapter we were working on is expressions and properties. The lessons we have covered today are right variable expressions, right variable expression word problems, evaluate linear expressions, evaluate multivariable expressions. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Everyone.